Hello, my students. Welcome back to our lessons. Okay, last time we studied or started with Unit 5, Lesson 1 and 2. It was reading. It was about literature, the definition of literature. Okay, in the reading we have learned about Musa and Salsabil, what they prefer to read. Okay, and we have two chapters from some novels. Okay, and we done all definitions in workbook. Okay, so you should know all these main points in your lesson. Okay, today we have a new lesson, so prepare your box, course book and workbook, and pay attention and have a nice time. Let's start with our lesson today. Lesson 3, vocabulary, nouns and adjectives with ending ing. Page number 56, course book. Okay, so open course book, page number 56. We have lesson 3. Let's start with section A. Look at the posters. Look at the posters. Complete each captions with one word. Okay, what do you see in these posters? Okay, number 1. Yes. Reading is fun. Reading is fun, or studying is fun. Yes. Number 2. Do you like singing? Why not join our choir? We meet every Thursday at 7 p.m. in the hall. Number 3. What do you see in the poster 3? Too loud music disturbs others. Please turn down. Listening to loud music. Okay, so all these words, nouns ending with ing. Let's see the next section. Okay, read information and check your answer in exercise A. These information are important. The first sentence, it might come as true and false. Be careful, the first sentence. We sometimes use the ing form of verbs like a noun. This form is called a gerund. This form is called a gerund. Okay, we can use the gerund as the subject of the sentence. So this gerund, it could be at the first of the sentence. Examples: reading is good for you. Reading is good for you. Driving too fast is dangerous. So be careful. Okay, we sometimes use the ing form of verb like a noun. This form is called gerund. Gerund we can use as a subject of a sentence. Subject means at the beginning of the sentence, like these examples. We can use the gerund as the object after certain verbs. See lesson 5. We have in lesson 5, certain verbs. We can use gerund as the object after certain verbs. Examples: I enjoy reading a good story. Enjoy reading. This gerund comes as object because we have enjoy. I have tried reading other kinds. When a verb comes directly after a preposition, it is usually in the ing form. Okay? Examples: before choosing a book, I said it without thinking. So, a gerund, we sometimes use ing form of a verb like a noun. This form is called gerund. We can use gerund as a subject. We can use gerund as object after certain verb. A gerund comes directly after a preposition. Okay, so be careful with these sentences. It might come as true and false, and with these examples. Okay? Yes. The next thing, complete this sentence. Let's practice, on this rule. Number 1, Musa enjoys reading an story with plenty of action. Okay? Number 2, he thinks these kinds of stories are easy to read, and number 3, he thinks that journeys by bus can be, what do you think? Number 4, Salsabil thinks that the characters in book are more than the story. Let's do it together. Number 1, Musa enjoy reading an exciting story. Number 2, relaxing. Musa thinks these kinds of stories are easy to read and relaxing. All these words are gerund. Okay, be careful. Number 3, he thinks that journeys by bus can be boring. Number 4, Salsabil thinks that characters in a book are more interesting than the story. Okay, so in this box we have gerund. We can use it as the subject of a sentence at the beginning. It means that we can use as the object after certain verbs. When a verb comes directly after a preposition, it's usually in the ing form. Okay, so be careful with these sentences and these examples. Okay, yes. Then we have exercise, okay, on course book page number, in workbook page number 32. This exercise in your workbook page number 32. 32. Section B. Choose the correct word to complete the sentences. The news is surprised or surprising. When I asked for help, he seemed annoying. You look tiring. Go to sleep. This book is really frightening or frightened. I'm not sure if I like it. Number 5. Are you bored or boring? Let's play cards. Number 6. He is interested or interesting in books about famous people. This adjective, if describe person, okay, we use adjective end with ed. If we talk about something else, we use adjective ending with ing. Again, if we talk about someone, okay, we use adjective end with ed. When talk about anything else, we use adjective ending with ing. Okay, so number 1, the news is, what do you think, surprised or surprising? Let us see the correct answer. Surprising, because number 1 talk about the news. Okay, number 2, when I asked for help, he seemed annoyed, because we talk about he, annoyed. The adjective should end with ed. Number 3, you look tired. Go to sleep. Number 4, this book. So end with ing. Number 5, are you bored? Number 6, he is interested in books about famous people. Okay? Yes. Let's read section C. Complete the sentence with the correct form of the word in practice. Sometimes you will need to make changes in the spelling of the word. Okay? Also, this exercise in your workbook page number 31. In your workbook page number 31. Okay? Okay, so number 6, he is interested in books about famous people. Okay? Section C in the same page in your workbook, page number 31. Complete the sentence with the correct form of the word in practice. Be careful. Sometimes you will need to make changes to spelling of the word. Number 1, chess is very hobby. Number 2, my grandmother is always shocked by how much things cost. Number 3, that book is really, or I don't know why you are reading it. 4, working for a long time without a break is. Number 5, she was excited to hear that she had got the job. Number 6, are you annoyed with me? Are you annoyed with me? So all these sentences you should complete with the correct form of the word in practice. Okay? Yes. Let's start with number 1. Chess is a very relaxing. Chess is a very relaxing. Number 2. My grandmother is always shocked. Number 3. Boring. 4. Trying. 5. excited. 4, annoyed. Are you annoyed with me? So, if adjective talk about someone, okay, it should end with ed. If talk about something else, it should ending with ing. Okay, so this exercise in your workbook, page number 31. Page number 31. Then you have another lesson, lesson 4, grammar 1, adjectives, nouns, and questions, words followed by the infinitive. In this lesson, you have adjective, nouns, and question words followed by the infinitive. It's good to have something to eat. So we have here adjective good, after good as adjective, infinitive to have, infinitive to have. Be careful with this sentence, okay? This lesson in your course book, page number 57. 57, okay? Look at the box. Study the grammar box. Adjectives followed by the infinitive. Adjectives which describe reactions and feelings are often followed by the infinitive form of the verb. So which adjective? Adjective describe reactions and feelings. Okay? Any adjective describes reactions and feelings, okay, are often followed by the infinitive form of the verb. Which infinitive? To plus verb. Examples: hello, how are you? It's good to see you. Look, it's good to see you. I'm afraid to tell you that you have failed in the exam. Many other adjectives are also followed by the infinitive. Many other adjectives are also followed by the infinitive. Sorry. Examples: are you ready to start? These grapes are only good to eat when they are ripe. So, in this box you have adjective followed by the infinitive. Which adjective describe reactions and feelings are often followed by the infinitive. So be careful with this sentence or information in this grammar box and the sentence above. Okay? The next, you have exercise A on workbook page number 32. Exercise A on workbook page number 32. Complete the sentence with an infinitive. Number 1, there is nothing to do in this town. This is just example, okay? Number 2, I'm hungry. Do you have anything? Number 3, bring a magazine while you wait. 4, I didn't have time to work. 5, would you like something? Number 6, I know a good place, cheap CDs. Let's do it together. Number 2, I'm hungry. Do you have anything to eat? Number 2, bring a magazine to read while you wait. Number 4, I didn't have time to finish the work. Number 5, would you like something to drink? Number 6, to buy, and I know a good place to buy cheap CDs. Okay, so these adjectives followed by the infinitive. Okay, which infinitive? Infinitive to plus verb. Which adjective followed by the infinitive? Adjectives which describe reactions and feeling. Okay, so be careful. Now, turn the next section. Study the grammar box below. Nouns, pronouns, and question words followed by the infinitive. A. We use the infinitive form after a noun or pronoun to explain the purpose of something. We use infinitive form after a noun or pronoun. Why? To explain the purpose of something. Examples: pass me a knife to cut this bread, please. Can you give me something to stop this headache? So, we use infinitive form after a noun or pronoun to explain the purpose of something. B. we use the infinitive after certain verbs. See lesson 5. So in lesson 5, okay, we will study, inshallah, okay, some certain verb. Example, she's decided to study biology. I'm trying to find the post office. Okay, so we have here certain verbs. After these verbs, we should put the verb in infinitive. See, we sometimes use the infinitive after question words how, where, what, when. So if we have any questions, okay, we have how, where, what, when, so we use infinitive. Examples, do you know how to drive? The man at the tourist's office told me where to go. So after example 1 or the first example, how, we should put the verb in infinitive, to drive. In the second example, where, okay, this is question word, we put to go. Note, we don't use the infinitive after why. So be careful. Question word, okay, how, where, what, when. We put after this question word, we put the verb in infinitive. Okay, but we don't use the infinitive after why. Be careful with this sentence, okay? Yes. Then the next, complete. Okay, this exercise or complete in your course book, page number 57. Okay, at the end of the page. Complete. Okay, complete. Use the words in the box. Send, how, spell, where, use, what, find, how, write, where. Number 1, I don't know how to spell his name. Number 2, I have forgotten the computer. You haven't told me the letter. Number 4, I don't know. Number 5, I don't have any paper and I don't know. Gap, okay? Let's do it together. Number 2, I have forgotten how to use the computer. Number 3, you haven't told me where to send the letter. Number 4, I don't know what to write. Number 5, I don't have any paper and I don't know where to find it. Okay, so we sometimes use the infinitive after question words. Which question words? How, where, what, when. Okay, but we don't use the infinitive after why. Be careful with this, okay, sentence. Okay, then we have lesson 5, a grammar 2, ing or infinitive. Okay, lesson 5, grammar 2, ing or infinitive. This lesson you can find in your course book, page number 58. 58. Okay? Yes. Section A, study the grammar books, ing or infinitive. You have already looked at some verbs which always end with ing and some which are followed with the infinitive too. Okay? This sentence about the last lesson, lesson 4. Example, I enjoy reading a good story. I enjoy reading. Here, the verb enjoy, okay, this is a certain verb. It should put the next word in ing. We have arranged to meet on Tuesday. We have arranged to meet on Tuesday. The best way to learn whether a verb is followed by ing or the infinitive is through practice. Okay, so the best way to learn these examples or these things, okay, through practice. You can also write the verbs in groups to help you remember. Here are some common verbs for each pattern. Okay, again, the best way to learn whether a verb is followed by an ing or the infinitive is through practice. You can also write the verbs in groups to help you remember. Here are some common verbs for each pattern. Verb plus ing, avoid, be worth, enjoy, feel like, finish, imagine, keep, look forward to, mind, practice, risk. So all these verbs, okay, after these verbs, the word plus ing or the verb plus ing. Other group, verb plus infinitive, arrange, offered, choose, decide, expect, fail, hope, learn, plan, prepare, seem, want. Okay, these verbs, okay, followed by verb plus infinitive. So how, okay, or the best way to learn these verb, okay, through practice. Okay, then you have another information in grammar books in section C in the same page. In the same page, ing and infinitive with different meanings. After remember and forget, after two words, remember and forget, we can use either ing or the infinitive, but the meaning is different. We use ing when we are looking back in the past at things that have already happened. Example, I can remember learning to swim. I can remember learning to swim. I'll never forget taking my first driving lesson. So what we should put after remember and forget, okay, we can use either ing or the infinitive, but the meaning is different. So according the meaning, be careful with this point, okay? We use the infinitive when we are looking forward into the future, talking about things that usually happen, or talking about point in the past when something has not happened. Examples, please remember to phone me. You forget to buy the magazine. So be careful with two verbs, remember and forget. Okay? Then, now you have exercise A, B plus C on workbook page number 33. Okay, exercise A and B plus C on workbook page 33. Okay? Choose the correct form to complete the sentence. Okay, number 1. Our teacher is very strict. He expects us to obeying him immediately. Number 2. I can't lift this. Would you mind to helping me? Number 3. I don't feel like going out. Number 4. My brother choose to studying social science. Number 5. Can you imagine to living on the 100th floor? Number 6. They enjoy to reading traditional stories. Okay? Let's see the correct answer. Okay, and try to practice. Okay? Yes. Section B. Some of these sentences have a mistake. Correct the mistakes. Okay? Number 1. We are expecting to hear from her when she arrives. The sentence is true. Okay, we have here two here. Okay? Number 2. I hope traveling to Europe next summer. In this sentence, we have the verb hope. Okay? What we should put after hope? Verb plus ing or infinitive? Okay, so this is mistake. Okay? Yes, I hope to travel to Europe next summer. Okay? Then you have number 3 and 4. Okay, number 3. He risked to lose his business because of his bad judgment. Number 4. The new teacher seems to know his subject very well. Number 5. Do you mind to turn television down? Number 6. It's worth to visit the Egyptian. It's really interesting. Number 7. I can't afford to go on holiday until the end of the month. So you should look at the verb, okay? Which verb followed by infinitive? which verb followed by verb plus ing. Okay? Yes. The next, okay, so the sentence, you should do it by yourself, okay, from 3 to 7. Section C, complete each sentence with the correct form of the verb in practice. Number 1, she always remembers, call me on my birthday. Be careful with the verb remember and forget. Okay, depends on the meaning, what we should use, infinitive or verb plus ing. Let's do this number 1, to call me on my birthday. Okay, and other sentence, you should do it by yourself as practice. Okay, so you should study the grammar box, okay, about use ing or infinitive with certain verbs and with different meaning. Okay, so be careful with these grammar box, okay, in your course book, page number 58, and try to do these exercise, okay, by yourself after you study this lesson. Okay, and you have in your workbook, okay, in your workbook, page number 32, there is exercise D and E. Okay, we will start next time. Okay, inshallah, we will start our lesson with the exercise D and E in your workbook, page number 32. Please prepare them, okay, to start with, and we will start with this exercise, okay, but try to do it by yourself after you study this lesson. Okay, thank you so much and have a nice time.